Marketing is the most important element in your online fitness business because without marketing, you won't be able to get any prospects, any leads, and you're going to find it very difficult to make any sales. But coming in close second is sales, and more specifically, how to sell your online personal training services. So if you've managed to start marketing your online fitness business and you've done all the hard work and you're getting in front of leads and prospects, if you can't sell your online services professionally, either through Zoom or over the phone, then you're going to find it very hard to grow your online fitness business. All that hard work of marketing will go to waste and you'll start getting very frustrated and disheartened very quickly. That's why in this video, I'm going to give you 5 simple elements to add to your sales process to really improve your sales conversion rate so you can help more people around the world. Let's dive straight in. So the first thing to consider when selling your online coaching services, and this is where I see a lot of coaches miss the mark on, and that is your offer. When I talk about your offer, I mean what are you selling or what are you offering to those clients? And the first thing to think about is you want to be really clear on this offer. What do you provide? What result do you get? And that's the key point. What result can you get for a specific niche? And be super clear on it and be confident with it. If you have too many offers, so 3 or 4 different offers, you're going to get confused and you will confuse the prospect as well. So you need to be super clear on the result you can get with that offer and just sell one offer. Next, again, tied back into the result, you need to be confident with it. You need to have taken a few clients through that program and got the results. So when you're on that call and you're speaking to that prospect, you're really confident in the results that you can get. Finally, you should be selling your online coaching service for higher than you think. Why? Because most coaches grossly underprice themselves online because they're used to either training offline in a gym or they're just not quite confident enough with selling high ticket prices. And when I talk about high ticket prices, I'm really talking about selling anything for over $1,000 or £1,000. And this isn't scamming or ripping anyone off, because if you think about it, if you are a specialist in your niche, so you help a specific audience get a specific result, then do you think that prospect is going to invest that amount of money in your program? If that prospect has been looking for that solution for months or even years, they're going to invest to get that desired result. This is no longer about just training someone offline to get fit and healthy. We're going into specific niches and we're really fixing some specific problems. And this is where you could charge high prices. See, when it comes to your online offer and your online program, you do not want to sell the benefits to your program. We're not selling the app or the 24/7 check-in or the calls. We're selling the result. Another thing to consider when charging for your online services, if you charge a low price, people don't tend to pay attention. And think about this in your own experience. When you've invested a large amount of money, have you gone through with that commitment? Have you followed up with everything you've done? You don't just pay and then not do anything with it. You will pay attention. So again, don't do your clients a disservice and underprice your services. Make sure it's enough for them to pay attention and commit to your program. We see it all the time. When the price is higher, the result is so much bigger and the clients are so much happier with that service. So charge higher prices and charge what you're worth and get that result for the client. Next, your time is valuable and you don't want to get on any calls like a sales call or a discovery call without getting any information beforehand. To me, the sales call isn't about selling to someone, it's really about understanding that prospect and whether you are going to be a good fit for them and they'll be a good fit for you. So before you get on that call, you definitely want to get some information on them to check this. So before offering your time and getting on a discovery call, your prospect should definitely go through what we call a pre-call assessment, where they answer some questions to make sure that they could be the right fit for your online fitness business. Because you can't help everyone, and if you have a specific niche and you fix a specific problem, you may get people coming through that want to work with you, but you just can't help, so you shouldn't take them on. So your pre-call assessment should ask qualifying questions to make sure that when you get on that call, that person could be a good fit for your online fitness business. And some examples of good pre-call assessment questions, and again, this is all specific to your niche, so you have to think about what questions do you want to ask before getting on a call with someone. An example would be, what is your current weight and what is your weight goal? Another example is, what have you tried in the past? Now, if you fix a specific problem, say like type 2 diabetes, you may want to ask questions around that. But think about what your program offers, what result you get, and what pre-call assessment questions you want to ask to not only pre-frame that prospect, but also get some information that will help you with that discovery call. And that's just a few examples of questions, but really you want to ask between 5 and 8 questions that are really really going to help you see what that prospect's pains, challenges, and wants are, and then also what their desires and goals are from joining your program. And these questions can not only rule out prospects before you even give your time and jump on a discovery call, but also help you plan your discovery call and make sure you get the most out of it for you and also that prospect. And that brings me to my next point, and that's really being prepared for that discovery call. And that means having a sales script. For the call, you want to be prepared, so you want to make sure that you've gone through your pre-call assessment, you've got a framework and a sales script that you can follow every time. Now, you don't want to read this word for word, it's just a framework to keep you on track and make sure that you hit every point to really get the most out of the call. This also allows you to follow the same process every time and then look at potentially where you could improve on it or change anything to improve your success rate with your discovery calls. And sales can be a little bit scary, but if you have a framework to work through and you've practiced reading through this framework and you understand when you need to say certain points, then this can really help when you get on that call and build a genuine connection with that person. And really, a sales script and framework will help you with diagnosing on that call, understanding that prospect, and really looking at whether you can actually genuinely help them. It's not always about selling and collecting that cash from them. It's understanding that prospect, building some rapport with them, and seeing if they're a good fit for you and you're also a good fit for them. On these calls, you don't want to come from a place of selling, you want to come from a place of genuine care and actually service first. So have a sales script and framework and improve on it each time. Trust me, all the top salespeople around the world still have sales scripts and still stick to it because they would veer off course if they didn't. So get that sales script written, have a really good framework and build on it over time. It will help you handle, say, objections and also help your confidence on these calls as well. But remember, you want to be genuine and be yourself. You want your personality to come across on that call. You want to build that rapport with that prospect and go through the process. So don't read it word for word, read through it beforehand, practice it and build confidence with it, and you'll get better and better at your sales calls and you'll see your conversion rate improve. Next up, and this might sound so simple, but you need to make sure you have a payment process in place. You want to make sure that you've got a simple process that you can do over the phone to take payment for your online fitness services. And again, I've seen a lot of coaches fall short on this because they don't want to take payment over the phone. They're either scared to ask or they're just not prepared for it. And this is where you'll see a huge drop off, because if you don't take payment over the phone, people will leave the call, start questioning the price or questioning the service, and then if you send them a link, they just won't commit to your program. Once you've built that genuine connection with someone on the call and they understand that you can help them with their deepest problem and you can get that result for them, you want to take action there and then. You want them to commit. So make sure that you've got a simple payment process where you can take payment there and then over the phone. My favorite system is Stripe. It's really easy to use. Their fees are pretty standard across the board and it's very simple to set up. So I recommend Stripe. Get comfortable with it, understand how to use it, so when you're on the phone you can take it nice and quick and professionally. And a bonus tip for you here, when you're charging high ticket prices, it can sometimes be a shock to your prospect of the amount of investment that they have to put up front. So what you want to do is make it really simple for them to invest. You can set your payment plans to 2 pays, 3 pays, even 4 pays, so your prospect can invest monthly instead of having to invest that full amount up front. So make it very easy for that prospect to see how they can invest and join your program and get that desired result that they're looking for. And the final point that I want to talk about, and this is probably the most important, and that is really your mindset around sales calls. Now, I'm sure when we say sales, it almost feels like a sleazy word. And when we say sales, we always think of, say, Wolf of Wall Street and picking up the phone and battering people trying to sell to them. But it doesn't have to be like that. A good way to think about sales or discovery calls, and I've touched on this earlier, but it's really a chance for you to really build some genuine connection with that prospect. Build that rapport, build that know, like, and trust to see if you can help them and also if they're a good fit for you and you're a good fit for them. You really want to see and understand their deepest problems and whether you can help them get their desired results. A sales calls to me is really like a doctor's consultation. You're asking questions and you're listening to understand their deepest problems, and then really you're looking at what they want or their desires to really prescribe a solution. And that solution, if you can help them is your program. And like I mentioned earlier, you can't help everyone. So if you're going through a discovery or a sales call and you think, do you know what, I don't think I can help this person, the best thing you can do is let that prospect know or refer that prospect to someone else that you think will be able to help them. This is where we operate from a service first mentality, and we're genuine, and it's really not salesy. If you want to learn more about how to start, grow, and scale your online fitness business, then the next thing you want to do is check out the video I've got linked up here on software for online personal trainers. In this video, I talk about the software you need and also the software you don't need to start and grow your online fitness business. Be sure to check it out, and I'll see you in the next video.